What it do, what is up, my BBossBaddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome, BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about sexy alpha traits that women love about you men, the love that you guys have, the love that you guys do. So I kind of look like maybe I'm going to the gym, I don't know. But the inspo of this video was actually me going to the gym and I'm like, what video will I do? And instantly I think of physical because I'm physically going to get better. I'm trying to get my body better. And so I'm like, oh, physical, something about men. And so I'm like, oh yeah, we go to the gym trying to get that body right. So let's talk about sexy alpha traits. And now this topic, I decided to reverse it a little bit because I feel like this is going to be more common and convenient, because I know right now, especially when you're trying to get on your purpose and trying to get your whole life together, you start in areas that's going to be a lot more easier. And personally, I feel like going to the gym is not really the first steps. I feel like people start doing it, but it's challenging to continue to do it. So the things that I chose to talk about, the 3 topics today, 3 points I would say, they're going to be beneficial, I feel like I said, to everybody more so than the other stuff that I will do other parts about. Okay, so with that being said, we can go ahead and get started. So we start from 3, go down to 1. So that means what? You got to watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. So number 3 on my list is a determined man. This is an absolutely favorite for so much women, and it's so sexy because when you think of determined, you think of a go-getter. You think of a man that will not stop and can't be stopped. And that's mentally because you're completely determined. When you have something in your head and you're set on it, that's your end goal. And that's why I told you guys I wanted to pick things that if you're trying to get your life together, if you're trying to win with women, if you want better experiences, you want more with women, then of course you have to start getting your life together. But at some point, it's going to feel like it's difficult, or even in the beginning, or it could be just right when you started. So it's like sometimes we do take those easier things or those things that we can reach quicker to do. And sometimes it just takes as a man for you to say, this is my goal, this is my purpose, or whatever it is, and then take baby steps to do and then get to where you're supposed to get, which is obviously to your purpose and those end goals that you want. But the whole idea behind it is you being determined, and it makes it so sexy. Like I said, a woman will know you're going to be doing whatever you can to go and get what you want. So it proves the point of you're willing to do what you can to get what you want, and so you can get what you want. And so that means you can get technically any woman you want, because when you have other stuff in your life lined up, it brings these other things, right? And so a woman looking at you, you have to understand she wants a big reason, a real reason to actually be with you. She wants to say why she's with you. If she is attracted to you, if she wants that type of alpha male, she will talk about you to her friends highly of you. And that's because you put respect on your name. You work hard. You're determined. You have ambition. You're not a lazy person. You get what I'm saying? So all in all, being a determined man, these sexy traits, you guys, it's all about you being masculine and holding your own. And you being a man, how else can you not show? How else, or what other better ways can you think of when you just stay strong and you stay like, oh, this is it, I'm doing it. Okay, so it's also security. I've said a few things about security in the past, and one thing I do want you guys to know is that everything that I'm saying, like I said, it aligns to each other. So realistically, I'm just trying to say, I might not talk about purpose in another video. I might not bring it up one day, I might not do that, but it's because the other stuff that I tell you guys to do, if you start doing it, become determined, become about your own, guess what? When you go ahead and want to be on your purpose, when you go ahead and want women now, or want to entertain a woman now, you have that in check, and that's what allowed you to get that other thing that you've been wanting. You get what I'm saying? If that does not make sense, and I feel like it made sense, let me know. I can always elaborate. Ooh, y'all. Every time I take my first sip, I always do the y'all. I love water. Y'all notice that? Okay, so anyways, to wrap up with this determined thing, y'all, you want this woman to actually know, understand, see you as a man. You want it to always be no doubt, oh, this man, I can't play around with him. He doesn't play about getting his money. He doesn't play about getting his bag. He doesn't play about these girls. He doesn't play around with his time. And that means he doesn't play with these girls once again. And that's all the characteristics, the traits that just attract women over and over again to just keep coming back and latching onto you. Like a leech. Isn't it a leech? Those those bugs that just, they just suck you. That's what you're gonna have. These women are gonna be sucking you dry. And y'all know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You know, if you know what I mean, give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2 is honest. Why is it so difficult to be honest? Let's start with that. And I feel like one of the biggest reasons is insecurities, is the lack of confidence. And so I feel like, of course, with you men, the struggle is not obviously winning with women, and the game part is not as strong as it should be or it could be. And so it causes you to go ahead and hide things, say certain stuff, and you know, that's not what you really mean. So all in all, you're not being honest with yourself, but it's realistically just you hiding from yourself. And so when a woman's dealing with you and you're doing the opposite of being honest, she's absolutely not going to find you attractive. And it's almost like, what do you stand for? What is your ground? Do you even have a boundary? Because you don't have that for yourself, right? So for you to not be an honest man, I wanted to start it off with the harder part, right? That's the goal of my video today, to kind of just get you guys to understand that it's tough, right? The year is almost coming to an end, and it's tough. It doesn't feel like it's going to get really any better. But anyways, so this honest thing, when I start off with talking about you being a liar, which is the opposite of being honest, it's like hiding from yourself the truth. And so a woman, why would she want to be with an insecure man? It's almost like she has to get with you knowing that she has to make sure that you're secure. And so it's like taking care of you. Do you think she wants to do that? I don't need to be babysitting. You get what I'm saying? So I know all in all, you know, a woman will need certain stuff that she'll need help from a man. And a man will say, well, I don't need to be doing this. And I get that. But I also want you to get that the simple things that you can easily do in life, you can change in life, go ahead and change it. If you have a problem with not telling the truth, I mean, go ahead and find something else to figure out why you can't tell the truth and what you can do to start telling the truth. Or how about this? Maybe, like I said, which actually can relate back to what I was just saying, is when you go ahead and find the truth, in the meanwhile, you'll find what's causing you, which is going to be something that maybe has been lacking in your life. Whatever it is, you'll figure it out when you go ahead and try to figure out what it is and put effort towards figuring out. And so all in all, in the steps of trying to, of course, reach your purpose, trying to be this sexy, this dominant, this, dominant, determined, it still relates. When you're a dominant man, why do alphas that are dominant go ahead and get any woman? A woman. And he can get whatever woman he want, all the women. And I wasn't trying to get off topic, but I do look at my paper and I'm just trying to show you how it goes right back. But the honesty thing is nothing to hide, is absolutely sexy. A man that's going to tell you up front. A woman will know you're not afraid of nothing. And also you're not afraid to lose her. And that's a bigger thing as well. I always tell you guys I'll do like a second part, because I realize like when I say one thing, there's another thing I can add, but just letting you guys know. But yeah, like a woman is gonna know that you don't have nothing to hide, nothing to be afraid of. And when you have that going on, if she knows that you have nothing to lose when it comes down to her, she's gonna value you more. And when she values you more, you're gonna become a high value man in her eyes. And so the attachment, the love that you guys want a woman to have so they can treat you right, so they don't let go of you, it will happen. But then again, you have to start checking yourself as a man. Oh, okay, well, I'm not doing this part, right? She always catches me in a lie. Or dang, you know, I be telling her, and then when she does catch me, I just laugh it off, but it probably turns her off. And that's a huge thing right there. There's things that you guys can just change. Even if you're not secured, even if you're not where you want to be as a man, don't need to lie. You don't need to lie. You can go ahead and say, hey, well, I do live at home with my mom. Okay, that's your business, right? But guess what? I've been saving, soon I'm out. If she does not like that idea, so be it. Why do you think alphas will tell a woman this? A woman, excuse me, y'all, I am not trying to be that person. I will not be on here burping. I will try my best not to, because you guys know these videos are not getting cut. But it happens, you know, especially when you're talking so much and when you drink soda and stuff. But what was I saying? So back to what I was saying, the honesty thing, to wrap up, you guys, I really just want you to understand, and I'm sorry if I didn't pick up where I left off. Sometimes it's hard to, like, you know, always stay on track or go back. But it's just, you need to understand that those simple things, those key little things, women really do notice. They pay attention to it. And they will really determine or give a big conclusion to what they will do with you based on those little things. But those little things, you have to understand, they deal with it all the time with different men. They come across a simp that likes to lie or has to lie or is afraid to say something, so he does lie and stuff like that. And that's the stuff that she's done with. She's not entertaining that shit. Not anymore. You know what I mean? And I really want to keep going, but we're going to go ahead and move on. So you guys already know. I hope you guys understood. I do that a lot. Trying to change my voice. I don't know. It's just part of me. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to number 1. If you guys have an idea, comment down below right now. Did you comment? Hey. Okay, anyway, so number 1 on my list is in control. And this literally goes back to being that determined man, because I told you earlier, determined links to dominant. Dominant goes back to in control. And that's because you basically know what you're doing, let it happen this way, form it this way, change it this way. Oh, I'm like, what's that sound? No, I'm sorry, y'all. That was weird how I stopped. But it's the fact that my back is touching the wall. So I'm like, what is that? Anyway, sorry, you guys. So this control thing, I wrote in brackets and I put, but you got to actually be an alpha. And so when I say that, she has to know that you're an alpha. Because if you go ahead trying to, go with this sexy trait, this trait that women love, and you can't do it the accurate way because it's not the honest way, right? Back to number 2, it's not who you really are or who you are right now. She will see right through the bullshit. And so you try to have control over her. For an example, if you're dealing with her and she says she doesn't want to come over, and you try to give her this, okay, well, you know what? I'm busy all weekend. This is the only time. If you can't, I have to see you in 3 weeks. You see right there, she probably didn't even have real plans, or she had plans that she can easily cancel, okay? So all you could do is say that to her and expect that she'll know, hey girl, you shouldn't be doing that, and do the smart thing. And, go ahead and still deal with you and go cancel the plans. You would think or you would expect that, but that's not how it is, of course, right? That's why we're here with women. But back to this control thing, you guys. When I'm saying you're faking it, if a woman sees through you, she's easily, and this is going to be instantly, putting you in a simp category. And that's really because you're faking it. She can see a man that has that control in him, that is like a demeanor. That's almost like something you wear on your sleeve, on your chest. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like something that once you learn how to do it as a man, a real alpha male, a woman can sniff it, see it, wave to it. Hey, baby, I see that demeanor you got going on. Hey, baby, you got control type of thing. She'll see it. She'll know. It's written all over you. And that's why men, back to number 2, they don't gotta lie when they're confident, when they're a real alpha male. They don't. Flat out, because what do they have to lose? What are they afraid of? Woman? They're afraid of this woman? Y'all be too scared of these females. You scared of what? You guys didn't even get the girl yet, and y'all are already scared. You see how messed up and backwards that is? Like, you didn't even get the girl yet. How do you think, she's going to get to a position of saying, okay, well, let him have me, when he's already going crazy obsessed or just in his feelings hurt because I just won't even do this? Keep making yourself look weak. Do you want to be weak? Like, no, right? And also, you guys, back to what I was going to continue to say, and we're about to wrap up anyways, but also, you guys, I want you guys to remind yourself who you are every day, because I feel like maybe you guys drift more apart because the woman that you guys deal with, they make you guys even more softer, because most times you guys are probably, going into it maybe already soft. But I heard you guys before say that, hey, it just happened out of nowhere. So that woman that you came across, she had that Jezebel spell, spirit type of shit going on and got you. But you guys can recover. So to wrap up all this control thing, the last thing that I did put to add to this, I put, give her something different. And the differentness, when we talk about Sims, you have to understand that we forget about Sims at this point. And when I say we, I'm talking about as females. I might not be a woman that's dealing with men anymore and all that stuff because I'm in a relationship. But what I can tell you is when I was single, hands down, the guys that were the ones that were there, the alphas, all those guys, not the alphas, the Sims, all the guys that were trying, always trying, they were there. We didn't, as a woman, when I was in a group with different women, like, your friend group type of thing, I didn't care. The girl next door, my best friend at the time, we didn't care about the nice guys because they're there. Why are we gonna, put more energy, efforts when somebody's doing your energy, your part too, right? So when it came down to the alpha males that had the control, right? And this is real alpha males. When they had the control, we forgot about the simps. So now when I told you guys, give her something different, we got that different from a real man, no longer a simp. But here's the part that, we don't talk enough about. That balance that plays in. The balance comes in. And what happens? She's attracted to that because now you know how to deal with her. Now you know how to play both ends. Now you know how to think from a woman's perspective and how to deal with her from this end and that end. You get what I'm saying? So really, all in all, forget about the simp thing. I'm just trying to tell you guys, don't compare yourself to these simps. Don't compare yourself to a guy, period. Compete with yourself as a man. You stay in your own lane, she'll see that you're not even worried about her ex or that other guy. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So I really hope this video is helpful, y'all. And I'm already getting hot. Like, I've been under these lights. One day I'll show you guys my setups. But if I don't have my AC on, y'all, it be getting hot. But I'm going to the gym anyways. I'm about to get my workout on. Y'all better get to the gym and, get fit, get right. Okay? Remember, we don't ever stop grinding. We grind all night. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. And y'all will see me in my next video. Bye.